Welcome to the Archotechs, a RimWorld fluid ideology series about pursuing the Archonexus. Episode 68, Quite a Haul. To briefly recap last episode, we finally moved the horses out of their temporary barn to the west and put them in a bit of a paddock, or field, or whatever you want to call it, with their own little barn. It's very basic, very rudimentary, but it works pretty well. We had finally opened up the Ancient Danger over here, but because of the prisoners that we took in a raid, decided not to open the caskets, not yet, because we are currently housing 4 prisoners. And we pushed our geothermal power up to almost max, so we'll have that very shortly. And then additionally, we set up perimeter turrets. Ones that aren't going to protect us much, but might help a little if we are attacked. They're not all done yet. This episode, I plan on trying to get the perimeter turrets built a little bit further. Definitely getting a geothermal power going, because 1 geothermal generator is more power than 3 wood-fire generators combined, and it doesn't need fuel. It is geothermal power. And then, of course, getting the poker table and billiards built, because we did harvest this field over here. I would also like to go to the covert complex hacking to try to get information about the Relic of Hegemony. In previous Architect or Archonexus map tiles, I waited kind of a long time to do those quests, and I'd like to make it a bit of a priority. Another thing that multiple people mention, so it's hard to actually attribute one person, is, yeah, I could build the reliquaries here, and it would be just fine. I just have to move the art. My smooth brain didn't really catch on to that for some reason. So, yeah, we'll be doing that. And then releasing these 2 prisoners, because we don't intend to keep them, and we're keeping these 2. And we're releasing them because they are Brio people, as a little reminder, and Brio people are the people that we need to ally with in order to proceed through the Archonexus questline. So now that we have geothermal power done, I think next most important would be deep drilling and ground pen scanning. We do have a lack of plasteel and gold, and those 2 research projects are definitely going to help out. And then to slap in a geothermal generator in here, it's rather large, but I did design the room to accommodate it, as you can see, just, kind of barely. But for that, we're going to need a little bit more steel, which Bunny is actually currently working on now. The animal wandering away is on the other map tile, and the reason I have this other map tile still is because it has things like components, which could be useful, or uranium. It also has an Ancient Danger, which I plan on going into, and I intend to try to only exploit resources. Oh, you know what? I thought this was... Oh, it's Boreal Forest. I will abandon it, I guess. I had thought it was Cold Bog, but clearly I am wrong. And I didn't notice it was in Cold Bog, so alright, it's gone now. Somehow I missed that, and all of you missed that as well. I feel like it was Cold Bog, but, game's seldom wrong, so my brain just exploded a little bit. Crisis of belief. Spirit is broken, but she now believes in new Neo-Vedism, so I need to convert her even more. That's a bummer. Oh, and there is the poker table. And a mech hive attack. So if we have a mech hive attack, let's pause for a moment. Update the inside zone so that these slaves don't go a-wandering, because that wouldn't be safe for them. That means this... Go back to inside. This whole region is fine for them to travel into. So this mech hive is scattered. I don't like scattered mech hives, but I guess they're a little bit easier than pod drop on my head mech hives. One of the issues with our current base layout is that I can't really get to the wolf area or the horse area. The horses, however, won't get shot by the mechs because they're farm animals, but the wolves will. So the animals have to be locked down in the corpse barn. And then the slaves here is set to inside. And my 5 colonists will mobilize, isolate, and exterminate. Okay, Bunny is here. Good. So I can hit stuns. Alright, so what all do we have? Numbers. 2 enemies, they're all scythers. Every single one is a scyther. So if they're all scythers, that's actually very, very easy. I'm going to stand somewhere where these scythers will not be able to sneak up on me with line of sights or anything. Nice and out in the open. None of the perimeter turrets are on, so they shouldn't attract scythers. Turrets that are powered on will aggro. Turrets that are powered off will not, of course. Standing in the middle of the water here. Oh, a royal tribute collector. I would be very tempted to give tribute for all 3 of the slaves that I currently have, but I'd have to strip them first. But let's hope that the royal tribute collector doesn't get scythered, because that would ruin my opportunity to get rid of them. So, slave 1, 2, and 3 never really got raffled because I didn't really intend to keep them. They have traits and injuries that means that, you know, I don't think they're all that useful. And we can get rid of all 3 of them. But that also means that we'll have no slaves in the colony, which is a bit of a mood penalty, but I think that's probably fine. And checking on them, no. Currently, none of these scythers are moving on them. One scyther up this way might be turning back around. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But I'll start moving towards it to hunt it. Yeah, these 2 scythers are definitely going northbound. Gerbil got aggro, and we'll start punching people. So that's annoying. Are you attacking an unpowered turret? Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Get off that turret. There's nothing I can do about that. You know, you... Let's see here. Leave that turret alone. I cannot believe that worked. It has 4% left. Bunny skip. Sven skip. Bunny skip. Bunny skipped it away. And then Bunny will skip herself back to the group. Well, maybe I saved a turret. We'll see. Alright, Sven, you will have to just skip this one backwards. The plasteel getting off these scythers are quite nice. And is this the last? Yeah, this is the last scyther. Neat. Well, Gerbil has done a pretty good job of winning the Berserk fight, knocking out everybody. I wonder if Isabi or Lasabi will take her down. That's pretty funny. Yeah. All right, she's down now. Okay, slaves 1, 2, and 3. Please line up in the stockroom, strip, and prepare to be gifted. So taking a look at our trio, 18, 16, 1, Trustin will be the one to give tribute for honor. And Sven is going to go... All right, there we are. Accept. Bye, slaves. Some of their tribal I didn't realize was terrible. Not that I really care. As long as they weren't getting too hot or too cold, it doesn't really matter. So Trustin, now you are at 10. That allows you to call in additional favors if need be. I had used his additional honor to call in laborer teams when we first got here. And that's why his honor was lower than his siblings. Considerably. So the hacking is up north here. There's also a component site to the east, which I wouldn't mind going to. That's a lot of components to steal from neighbors, I guess? I don't know what to call them. So these two will be released when they're fully healed. I just want to make sure that they make it off map tile. Bonnie is digging compacted steel. Trustin is shredding mechanoids for steel. Zleb is helping to haul. There's also going to be some slag chunks where the scythers dropped. I don't love when they're scattered everywhere because it's very hard to find the slag. It's like needle in a haystack. Especially in the cold bog where everything is very well hidden by trees. Well, we could try a conversion ritual for Gerbil or Hun. So which one do we want first? I think losing the cook, Hun here would be the best to be converted. I don't think the expected quality is all that high, though. That's the only problem. So maybe we hold off on that. It's not likely to work. In fact, just regular old convert, I think, might work better. So Bunny is wrapping up the required steel in order to make the geothermal generator. And then that will allow us to probably fully remove the wood-fired generators. And then between the geothermal and the wind, that's enough to keep the base running and powered. I hope. Still need more steel for the geo. This poker table obviously can't be used at the moment, so let's put some chairs down. And then there was also a funny idea of sticking skulls in the horse barn just so the horses know who's boss. I forget who made that comment, but I rather liked it. Whoa! Where's those legendaries when they count, buddy? All right, so now that we have the Masterwork poker table, we can get rid of the chess entirely. Same with the horseshoe pin, as they are inferior to their replacements. And then as far as tables go, maybe I'll stick a marble table here. Oh, we have a cold snap. So the issue with the cold snap is likely any plants that I have out here are going to die. So let's go ahead and harvest early, because they're not going to stick around very long. All right, that's enough on roofing there. It's mostly just so that we're not in the dark when we try to mine, but there's not a lot of mining left. It would be great if you guys would leave. Oh, there we go. Because the issue is that when it gets really, really cold, the slaves that I sold them might just collapse because I did leave them naked. And the cotton plants are starting to die. Hey, Bunny! You know, I said, please harvest early. That did mean you. I suppose that her work priorities aren't set up correctly to be able to do this. But let's see if there's... Oh, no, there's not really a lot of cotton I'll be able to save. However, if I'm headed to complex hacking... there might be carpets at the complex that I'll be able to pull for fabrics and the like. So the base is not well set up for coal synapse. So most of the rooms here are pretty frigid except for the farm and the prison area because those two are heated. So that's another thing that I have to manage to do is to set up some additional heaters. But I think power generation through the geothermal generator is even more important because I don't want to drain my batteries by setting up a bunch of space heaters. Actually, move that back over there. All right, so the other thing that I was planning on putting here is shelves for drugs. Beer and tea. Well, I mean, not beer, because beer will be a weapon used. So maybe just tea? Just a tea shelf? I don't have any tea leaves, so that's kind of moot, but we'll get it. All right, how much steel do I have? One of the things I could do is stop making components, which I think is where a lot of our steel is going. So halt the component queue and get Bunny over here to keep mining. There might be some ruins that I could break down for steel as well. These are marble doors. Yeah, these are steel doors, but I think that's it's probably a lot of work. Unless my constructor said nothing better to do. Because the wait for the geothermal generator is painful to me. Oh, we have enough steel now. Good. So he's going to break down one and then leave. I think to make the trip worth it, I'm going to create a temporary zone here. Oh, also, I need to set my slaves up. I don't have slaves. Never mind. I need to set my animals up to haul again. So you restricted to area 1, so you break all this down. And we have converted Hun. So Hun is now of our ideology. And next up will be enslavement. Looks like Lasabi is getting pretty close to being fully healed. The other issue is it warm enough for them to leave? And Lasabi, yes, but maybe not everyone. Cougar is in the animal pen. No, it's not. Oh man, my shooters are just way too good. All right, there we go. Power online. Wood fire generators immediately getting broken down. And then I'm going to move these batteries as well. Because what we could do is stick a door here so that we have access to the wolves when we need them. And the horses, for that matter. I'm going to briefly set everyone to clean because the base got real dirty. And now that we have the geothermal generator online, I'll be setting up heaters in each bedroom with vents. This room doesn't really matter the temperature, nor does this room, but the main room here does matter because, of course, this is our crafting room, so if it's cold, we craft slow. So I'll stick 2 heaters in there as well. And this is probably more steel than I currently have, so let's take a quick look at Bunny, making sure that her mining is high. Gerbil certainty is very close to 0. Deep drilling is done. And next, ground pen scanning. Can have Bunny do a little extra mining out here because without the vents that we want to construct, the bedrooms become undignified, which is a bit of a problem. So maybe I'll forbid these vents for now. Oh, you didn't. Okay, no luck is building that vent. Good. Or are you? You are not. Hang on, Sven. Go release this prisoner. I'm trying to think of something for him to do. I like how I release her and she immediately comes straight back into the base. She's like, I'm free! Time to go back to my captors. Enemy is now neutral. And with Gakamra, or whatever his name is, that will be a little bit more of a boost. But we are keeping Gerbil and Hana, of course. Okay. Obviously, my cotton plants are dying due to cold. Tell me something I don't know. We have got heaters in each bedroom. And with that steel, I can set up the last of the vents to try to keep the main crafting room warm. And currently, as you can see, there is no temperature penalties, so it's already working, which is good. Sorry, Cold Snap. You'll have to do better. Nice. Hun's next conversation is likely to enslave him. Bunny, how about you try to convert Gerbil next time they're up? For a smelt weapon, warhammers. We have a lot of warhammers here. Ikla and spear. We can get rid of those. So for the covert complex hacking, I need to send 4 colonists out as a requirement. That's a little rough, but okay. I'll consider that. Maybe once we have some of these slaves imprisoned. Sorry, Gerbil. It'll be even longer to convert. I don't want the roof collapsing on me. Not that I think it would, because I'd have to mine out the slate. And Hun is enslaved. Okay, taking a look at Hun. Cooking. You were going to be our dedicated cook. haul, clean, and cook. That takes the pressure off of Bunny. No doctoring. And one of the things to notice is incapable of dumb labor, but when you're a slave, you don't have a choice. You become capable again. So you are also going to be given slave clothing, simple meals, no drugs, and slave zone. I'll also get rid of the area 1 that I no longer need. Don't put that on. Nice try. And Gerbil has converted. If Gerbil has converted, maybe it would be a good idea to... I'm not going to bother preaching health. Gerbil's not as hurt as I thought she was. Scarification is expected, which is a little awkward because 3 of those are not even part of this map tile anymore. They have left since, you know, they're the slaves that I donated. There's also a bit of jade out here that I probably should haul in. Jade is pretty and could be useful. All right, I will have Trustin run the smelter, because our slaves aren't allowed to do that. But when we smelt, let's drop it on the floor. This stockpile here is definitely needing to be whittled down by someone like No Luck. I wouldn't mind slowly replacing all of the wooden sculptures in here with marble ones. Or limestone ones, I guess, is what we're using. Because, of course, wooden sculptures will burn up. Marble ones will not. Or stone ones, I should say. I keep calling it marble. And then slowly phasing out all of the wood sculptures that I made early on. To remove additional fire risk. So I think it's time. It's time we address some of the fire risk. Oh boy, this is a bit of an undertaking. But, trust in No Luck, we'll do it quickly, I suspect. So Hun, to be named. Your current name is Slave. And I need to remove your styles, hair, tattoos, etc. I don't have Tinctoria to force you to be the correct color. I'll grow that at some point. So the visitors that we have are from the kinship. They have a few items to trade, probably not even worth trading with. It also looks like all the turrets that I wanted to have built have been built. So we're good on perimeter defense version 0.1, I will say. So actually, you are slave 1. Because Gerbil will be slave 2. So Gerbil is the mining slave. And that's going to be really helpful to bring our steel up, because we're constantly hitting 0 for steel over and over again. As soon as Bunny is up, or as soon as all of them are up, I think I'm going to accept the complex hacking and leave Sven behind to warden over the prisoners and slaves. Keep him researching. He's a psycaster. He's quite powerful, so I don't really have much worry for his well-being. All right, taking a quick look. Zleb is currently eating. No luck, I'm going to force eating, but the others are all set to go. So, hop in the shuttle, and away we go to the ancient complex to hack it. Now, one could argue that Sven, being the researcher that he is, that he would be ideal for the hacking. But I want to keep him researching for us, and just hack the terminals slowly is fine. So where are we headed? Where is the... Oh, all the way here. I think that the quest had us send way more people than we really needed to. I could have soloed this with, like, Bunny. Oh, there's ancient soldiers. That's cute. So some plasteel. Because this is a shuttle pod, I don't actually have to load anything up into myself. It will get automatically loaded for me at the end. So let's go deal with the ancient soldiers so they don't mess with me. So the way to do this is just to shoot the pods, pop them open. She's gonna try to do drugs instead of fight me, which is hilarious. One's dead. Next one is dead. And I'm not gonna have a line of sight on this last one unless I pop this door open, so... Nope, Trustin, you're good. And that's some gold that we wanted, so that's cool. Oh, the door closed. Of course it did. And Kate's dead too. Alright. The security crate, I'll get later on. Let's keep going through the facility here. Maybe there's mechs or something, who knows. Oh, one of the terminals. Best research here would be like Bunny or Trustin. Trustin is a constructor, so I'll have Bunny do it. Let's see if I can't get to the unstable node in time, because this is a lot of cloth to liberate. Good. Supply drop. I'll get that later on. Ooh, a tech print for healing factors. I'm actually going to pick that up so that it can't burn or get destroyed in any way. So we have bugs. If I want to fight these bugs, I want to give myself a nice shooting corridor. I should wait for Bunny, but I'm impatient, so I'm not going to. And then a way out to kite them. Unfortunately, this leaves Bunny vulnerable as she might get attacked by the bugs. Oh, that's deep water. I'm not going that way. Let's hope they come for me and not Bunny. Nope, they're going for Bunny. Oh well, I'll have to hack that later. As they say, haste makes waste, and yep, it sure did. I don't know where those bugs are going, but they'll come back to me when they want to die. So let's keep going through the facility. God, more carpets. Man, the amount of cloth that I'm going to walk away from this complex is going to be ridiculous because it is all carpeted, like wall to wall. All right, I think all that's left is one scarab, so we'll start hacking the terminals again. With Zleb and No Luck cleaning up the last 2 bugs, and then doing a massive amount of floor removal. Like, all the floors, everywhere. So No Luck, you can start on that. Or CloudWatch, whatever. All these doors can be propped, claimed, and forced open. And, hey, Gerbil, you have joined. So, congratulations, you are Slave 2. No hair. No tattoos. And then slave zones, slave clothing, slave beds, but you'll self-assign, and work priorities. Got to get that steel. I wouldn't mind adding additional turret defenses. I just need a whole lot of steel for that. Ground pen scanning is now done. That's awesome. I think I am going to get a little bit of solar. All right, No Luck, it's time to start removing floor. Oh, we have an infestation. Cute. That must have been triggered by Trustin's hacking of that terminal. But Bunny should be done in time for it not to matter. Oh, and then the Vem Alliance is coming in too. And they're coming in with their, like, little bows. That's cute. I almost feel bad for the bugs. They're so violently outmatched. As are the tribals, to be fair. Alright, so the tribals are coming in. Let's get behind this tank for a little bit of cover. Oh, where are you going? Some of them are going against the bugs or something, I don't know. Well, there's no more bugs. Come fight me. What are you? Oh, okay, yeah, they're fighting the hive. Weird. So we'll go bushwhack the ones that got lost on their way over. And behind the tank again. The average short bow doesn't really pose much of a threat to us at all. One of the issues coming in on a shuttle like this is that we're not really going to be able to take prisoners, which means Bunny should just go and murder this last one, because the shuttle isn't like a prisoner escort service or anything like that. Oh, she was chasing Raccoon. Where is she going? Ah, she's meditating. So, ancient supply satellite with pod drop nearby. Tea. Oh, not bad. And then the security crate with some extra gold. And packed Wazzlonium being triggered in by the security crate. Bunny and Zleb will go deal with that. Trustin and No Luck are not listening to me. So I'm going to schedule them, Trustin and No Luck, to stay inside Area 1 so they don't go drinking the tea. Those are the 2 constructors that will strip up the floors, and then the other 2 will kill the Wazzloniums. Oh, one has a, no, it's too bad. Too late. I was going to try to skip Vera to steal that low shield pack, but didn't do it in time. Bunny, have you killed your... Oh, 5. Bunny wants to witness someone die, so you don't fire at will and just watch Zleb murder Vera. Vera's armor is actually putting up a good fight. Here's Zleb, will help you out. There we go. So we have witnessed twice, killed 5. Trying to maximize that mood, you know, in the most cruel way possible. I'm not going to bother going for walls or anything like that. They're just not as important as the flooring. But this will be good for our steel and our cloth once done. If I could get Trustin to actually do work. Keeps wandering away. Yet another raid or something? Stash of valuables. A TV and a revolver. The TV wouldn't be terrible. It's pretty close to home. With some pod launching, we'll be able to get that and skip home. Because our current colony doesn't have a mega screen TV. Not yet. So that's a good lead. That is a really good lead. It also reminds me that I need to get biofuel refining and transport pods soon. And Bunny is now removing floors too. Albeit slowly and poorly. Okay, they're all asleep. I'll continue that work in the morning. Cold snap is over, but it's still sub-zero. So I'm absolutely not going to be able to get any external farming done. Once Trustin gets home, it might be wise to get some toques for the slaves, especially given that I have now, I don't even know how many cotton or cloth I have, but a lot. I have quite a lot. And then we'll also be able to make the reliquary, because I have enough gold from these ancient soldiers in the security crate to afford it. So that's really good news. I'm gonna wake him up a little early. So solar's done, and like I said, biofuel refining and transport pods will be next. Okay, floors are stripped up, let's go. Set to load, people, jelly, meals, components, 1,657 cloth. It is so ridiculous how much you can get. Jade steel, plasteel. What else do I want? Gold, silver. I'll take the steel tables. I'll also take the steel furniture and the marble stuff too. I'm going to leave the slate. That's good enough. In terms of weapons, I'll take some of the more expensive weapons and we're good. It's going to be quite the bounty. Please park close. Please park close. There we go. And then we have the labor of replacing and all this stuff, because it's a lot of stuff that needs to get hauled. But that, my friends, is all the time I have. Thank you for tuning in to The Archotechs, episode 68. Quite a haul. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.